Susan here. Welcome back to my kitchen. Yes, my kitchen. Tonight we are making the best zucchini bread ever. Man, this is like a classic zucchini bread, but it is the most moist and incredibly sweet and just, it is a good bread. Okay, I was given a zucchini and I realized I don't have any zucchini recipes on my channel yet, so this has to be the first one. This is a zucchini, of course, and this is how I prepared it. I washed it. It was homegrown, so there's no wax coating. So I washed it off, sliced it in half, and that half in quarter, right? So that's a quarter of it. And what you do to prepare this otherwise is to grate it. I used a large grater, so it comes out like this, okay? Now, this is 1.5 cups of grated zucchini, not pressing out any liquid. This is just straight from the grater into the cup. You keep all that liquid in there, and that's going to help keep the moisture in your bread. So this is a really easy recipe. It's basically mix the wet ingredients, throw in the dry ingredients, and stir it until there's no dry pockets left. But try not to overmix it. Okay, let's start out. The full recipe will be in the description box as always. And so just sit back and watch the video, see how it's done. And know that the recipe is down there ready to copy and paste into your favorite Word program. Print it off and you got your own copy. We are going to start by preheating the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, washed our hands already. And here we go. 1.5 cups of grated zucchini go into a bowl. And again, you don't press the liquid out of this like you do for a lot of zucchini recipes. You want the moisture in there. Okay. And then to that you add, pick it up with a drop in it. This is 1/3 cup of sunflower oil, but feel free to substitute in your favorite cooking oil and try to make it a neutral oil. In that, I mean one that doesn't transfer a lot of flavor. Like extra virgin olive oil really has a flavor to it. Sunflower is good, corn oil, whatever your favorite is, as long as it's not strongly flavored in itself. Okay, so there we go, 1/3 cup of oil. And then to that we add a 1/4 cup of lightly packed brown sugar and 1 cup of granulated white sugar. Okay, so we dump those in as well. There we go. And then the next ingredient is, I am substituting here. It's supposed to be 1/2 cup of applesauce, unsweetened applesauce, but I don't have any on hand. But a good substitute for unsweetened applesauce is 1 medium banana, overripe, and just mushed into a cup here. So it's 1/2 cup of, mine is a banana. That again is going to help with the moisture content of this bread. Okay. To that we add 2 large eggs. There we go, there's 1. And there is 2. Okay. And then the final wet ingredient is 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I just buy it in a bottle like this. Saves a lot of money when you buy it in bulk, bigger content. Here we go. Okay, there's 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay, that's all the wet ingredients. So those we are going to simply whisk together till they're well incorporated. As you can see, I have a lot of zucchini left, so I'm going to have to figure out some more zucchini recipes to use that up. So if you're interested in zucchini recipes, stay tuned. There'll be more on my channel. Okay, so this is whisked up. Pretty much everything is well incorporated. So now we add the dry ingredients. Okay. 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour goes in. Okay. There we go. That's 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Then we have this. We have 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And all of those go in. Okay? I'm just going to scrape that off, make sure we get all that goodness in there. Okay? And that is the dry ingredients. So these you simply mix in until no dry ingredients remain, the pockets, and try not to overmix. So we're just going to gently work that in. And it's starting to thicken up a little because the flour is being absorbed. There we go, see? And I like using a clear bowl because you can see easily on the side if you're missing any dry pockets here. So just scoot down and have a little look, and there we go. I think we're pretty much there. Yep. Alright, now we have a pre-prepared 9x5 loaf pan that we have greased. You can spray it with a cooking spray. I prefer to actually just use some more of my sunflower oil and just spread it around the pan that way. So the next step is, of course, put the bread batter into the loaf pan. And we are going to bake this at 350 Fahrenheit for 50 to 54 minutes. Now, as I say in all my recipes, keep an eye on your appliances because everything cooks different depending on your elevation from sea level, temperature in your house, etc. It all plays into it. So, especially with a brand new recipe, always pay attention to your oven because it may take less time or more time. And you're going to know when this is done when a toothpick inserted in the center comes out with moist crumbs attached to it. So that is your test for doneness. And adjust the time in the oven as you need to. Okay? So I will be right back when this is out of the oven, and I'll let you know how long it took my oven to bake it. We'll be right back. Instant for you. Okay guys, and we're back. This has taken an hour in my oven to cook. The instructions are like 50 to 54, but if you remember right, I substituted mashed overripe banana instead of the applesauce, and I think that added a little more moisture along with the moisture that's already in the zucchini. So it is going to shift the cooking times a little bit. Anyway, it has been left in the pan for 10 minutes after pulling it out of the oven. Then it was put on a wire rack to finish completely cooling, and it has been since in my fridge to really cool down right inside of it. So here we are. It is not cut yet. I wanted to do this on camera with you guys. The outside is a little crispy, which is good. It is golden brown, and I'm cutting it with a bread knife, minor serration here. And the inside, here's the inside. It is soft texture. It's really nice. It's moist, and you can see the zucchini with the green flecks in there. Now, if you don't want people to know there's zucchini in here, just peel the zucchini before you shred it, and they won't know a thing, but they'll still be getting zucchini. This is particularly handy if you want your kids to eat some more veggies. You can hide it in this just by peeling the zucchini. Anyway, the inside is really moist, and it's spongy. It's like a bread. It's really good. Smells good. Let me take a bite here. That is great flavor, and it is a great texture in the mouth when you chew it. Anyway, you can store this covered in your refrigerator, and I believe it can be frozen too, although I bet you it won't last long in your house either. So anyway, thank you for watching, and please drop a comment in the section below and let me know if you tried this recipe and how it turned out for you. I'd love to hear about your experience with it. It was incredibly easy to make, and all in one bowl. How can you beat that? Anyway, thanks again, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.